Hi, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. Today I have a little sneak peek card for you because I know it's October and I know it's freezing cold, at least in our neck of the woods, and the tree in our backyard is still beautiful, but it's cloudy and half the trees have already lost their leaves. So we're going into kind of a dismal until we can get our Christmas lights up, which my birthday's around Thanksgiving. I am definitely a lights after Thanksgiving kind of person. I'm always glad when I lived in other countries and I realized there wasn't Thanksgiving to be like the day that it makes it okay in my world to put your Christmas decorations up. Everybody else is just like, whatever. So I know in some parts of the world, your Christmas things are going up already. I like that we have another holiday still to come. But when you get something new and shiny and pretty, even though it's kind of summery, I pulled it out because actually I've had it sitting for a few days, but I've been so super busy I haven't gotten a chance to play with it. But this is a suite that will be featured in our upcoming January to June. It may be May now. It's the next mini catalog. It used to be the Occasions mini catalog and they've renamed it. Last year it was renamed. It starts in January. So I call it the January mini because there's too many words for the other. So it will be coming up soon. Those of us that are demonstrators, well, we would be going to Salt Lake soon, which Southwest continues to remind me that there are still seats available because apparently they like my search history and know that at some point earlier in the year I searched for ticket prices. But we're going to be doing our event at home, so they have mailed us some of our stuff so we can follow along and make samples. So this is one of the suites that will be appearing. So it's totally sneak peek. Don't ask me when you can get it because it's not till January. But remember, in January when you get it, it will also be Celebration and you'll get free stuff too. I don't have any of the Celebration stuff yet. And it will be one of the things that's featured as part of my Try It class, which the Try It classes are the best. So this one comes with 6x6 paper. So I haven't even looked at it really. 48 sheets. And these are the designs. And when you ask sometimes how I pick a design, this is how I picked it. I took it out of the paper. Here's the 12 designs. And the one that was on top is the one I made my card with today. So they're really fun colors. It's got blackberry and moonlight and coral and bumblebee. So some fun patterns. I like this one. In fact, I have a die sitting on my table. Those people that are in my Stampin' Emboss class, I used this one and it's still sitting here, and I told them that I hadn't used it for a while and it may make an appearance, and then we got this set. So it's definitely going to make an appearance soon. So it's just some fun paper. But when you do my Try It classes, anytime a new catalog comes out, those are my best classes. You will get a card made with every paper that is in the upcoming January catalog, every embellishment and every ribbon. So let me show. You don't get every single piece of paper, but a card that's made. And then I do a video and a PDF. So you get to see all of this stuff. And then it's also a template class rolled into that. So each card is a new template, which stretches my little brain the more and more of these classes that I do. But here's the braided cord. It's Mossy Meadow, which those of you that are Old Olive fans, you know, Pear Pizzazz is the lighter. And then Mossy Meadow is the darker. And then look at these. These are the ladybug trinkets. I don't have them on today's card, but those, look how sweet those are. So you will get those, one of those in the Try It class, maybe two, just depends on my card design. But those will definitely, because every card has everything in the suite that is a consumable on the card. And then you just provide your own sentiments. So we don't use the stamps, but you do get to see all of the new suites. And I don't know how much it will cost because I haven't seen the catalog, but that's coming because we get to see it as part of On Stage at Home. So for this card, I went with the Mossy Meadow background. And then, like I said, this piece of paper was on top and I didn't want to use too much because I was just throwing this together quickly. You could color this side or do some fancy watercolor techniques with it. So it's 5.5 by 3, so I could get 2. And then I had a scrap of vellum, and then I just have some shimmer white because I always have shimmer white on my table. So let's stamp first. And the fun thing about this stamp is I know it's intended for birthdays, but if you're a demonstrator and you get it early, which if you want to get it early and you're not a demonstrator, then you can join my team and you'll be able to get it I don't know when, I can't remember when our pre-order is, before January, because it says, may good things grow all year long. It would be a fabulous New Year's card. And for those of us that sometimes aren't great at getting all of our Christmas cards sent out in time, or just because 2020 was the kind of year that maybe 2021 deserves a New Year's card. So this is a great sentiment for a New Year's card. May good things grow all year long. And it's also fun to kind of get a summary card in the depths of winter if you live someplace like we do. So I stamped this in the Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to let it dry a second. And that is cut. It's just a scrap. So it's about 4 and I would say a little over 2 inches. Just a scrap. And then I'm going to stamp the Dragonfly. The set comes with 2 Dragonflies. One has a solid body and one has this filled in body. So they just look a little bit different. I'm just putting one on this card. Like I said, this is just kind of to show you the suite. It's not a super artsy card by any stretch of the imagination, but it's fun. And if you wanted to make them for New Year's cards, you could make a lot of them and you could substitute lots of the paper backgrounds. I didn't make it so you had to use this piece of paper. Then, I know you all love the punches. This is a fun double punch. It will punch out several designs in the paper and then it also gives you a little one. We're just using the big one. So just put this in here. My cat's going crazy. I kicked her off the table. This is the second video I've done today. In the first one, she sat right in the middle of it. So this one I'm just going to save for the inside of the card, but I do want to remember to paint it. So I'm going to keep it right here. So to paint it, I'm just going to use Wink of Stella. Sometimes I use, I dip old ones in the pigment sprinkles, but for this is a tiny design, so you don't need to do that. If you have a Wink of Stella, just use that. So I'm going to go Blackberry first, and you just dip your Stella in the top of your ink pad and just smear it on there. It kind of lightens on its own, especially the Blackberry. So where you first hit will be a little bit darker. And on the shimmer cardstock with this Wink of Stella, it's just beautiful. If your Stella, you'll see if it starts to run dry, then just squeeze a tiny bit more out. Mine's doing pretty good, and I haven't even had to squeeze it today. Just adding this, just brush it on there. And you know, dragonflies have that really pretty glittery effect. Although dragonflies are most seen here, I don't know, they just make me think of a really muggy day out by the water. And usually there's also some other like mosquitoes and stuff. So it's not, I'm not one of those people that buys every dragonfly thing that we always sell, but this one's really pretty. And I think it's more the dragonfly connotation of being hot and muggy and mosquitoes. Wipe this off here. But I will tell you, if it's the difference of getting a card in February that's a snow card or a dragonfly card in February, I'm going to take the dragonfly every time because I'd rather be thinking of summer. Now I'm going to take the bumblebee. It's a really pretty color combination, and a lot of times when you base your cards on the colors that the Stampin' Up! Artists have put together and not our own little brains, then it gets you outside your comfort zone. So just grab some. This dries really fast because the Stella dries fast. In November, I'm sure at some point we will have like a Black Friday, Black Thursday, you know, some kind of 1-day sale, 3-day sale. Stampin' Up! Likes to do those. I'm thinking that if the Stella is not part of it, I may add a little sparkle to my sale and make this Stella be part of it. These are fabulous to give as gifts. If you know somebody who dabbles in crafts but isn't like a huge crafter, because you get them addicted to one of these little puppies and they're like, what can I do with this? Because you know, it's just sparkly and makes you happy. And I'm going to take a tiny bit of Calypso Coral. And just drag this down its body. And I'm going to let it go kind of from this dark up here where the top of it is and just drag it down so it just has a faint bit of coral as we go down. Get some from my little guy over here. He's more just of a happy little inside insert. Let's set these aside to dry. They dry pretty fast. Take your Mossy Meadow piece. And then the piece that I really wanted to work with today, because I love to paint and I could have spent a ton of time painting this stamp, but it doesn't matter to go with the punch. And because I have Monday's filming day and I have a lot of videos I need to get done. Those of you that are getting my free paper class, I'm filming it today. So it'll be coming soon. It won't be edited today, but you should have it soon. So that's up next after this one. So I didn't have time to color these, but these flowers are beautiful. I will show you again on the stamp set because I'm just using them here for a background. And in fact, a lot of this is going to get covered up. So just have enough of the flowers that they'll peek through the sides. But it looks like this. So how pretty would that be? And how much fun would it be to color? There's these little, I think they're butterflies. They're just little kind of fun things. If you would rather two-step stamp and not color, then you can do their wings that way. Okay, let's stick this on. It goes together super fast. If you don't lose your adhesive, here it is. I covered it up with my cardstock. Just put this here in the middle. And you can kind of go one way or the other. I'm going to go a little bit this way because I know I've stamped my words that way, and that way my words won't all be under Designer Series paper. It makes them a little bit easier to read. And then it does take this a second longer to dry on vellum. So just don't touch it. It'll dry, or you can hit it with the heat gun. I knew that was going to do that when I saw my stuff spiral out like that. Just add a tiny bit of adhesive, and then you can kind of work this where it's easiest to read. So I don't want to put it under lots of green. I like these other colors. Then the ribbon that comes with this, I don't remember. Yeah, I did show you. It's braided cord. Sometimes I can't remember what I've already said. So just take a little piece of it, just a little U-shaped. I'm going to stick it on the back of my Dragonfly. I want it to go this direction. So if you don't like to do bows, this is an easy way to add ribbon to your card and not have to worry about it. And take 2 dimensionals, and that'll help seal it in there. Actually, I'm going to put 3 because mine's kind of close. I didn't get it very much in the middle. Pull those off. And then I'm going to decide kind of where I want this. My other one goes much more up off my cards, just all the way where you decide to stick this for your words. So stick this on here. You can see it's already dry. And then I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to put the rest of my adhesive right under here because that'll hide it. And that's plenty. Take my little guy, stick him here. And like I said, I didn't feel like this card really warranted one of the little ladybugs because it already has a lot going on. And when I use those ladybugs, I want them to be seen. So I pulled out these from the annual catalog, so they'll still be available in January. They're the Elegant Faceted Gems from the Peony Suite. And you want 3. So just put 3. I thought they kind of had that same glistening pond effect of all the sparkly sunshine and heat. And then these right here are kind of maybe they're Blushing Bride. So I took my light blackberry blend and just tinged it purple. That way it matched the blackberry better. There you go, super fast, super easy. I wish you could see in person the sparkle. I have a girlfriend that makes shirts. I always want to say it looks better in person on my shirt. But then I would not be able to be in my pajamas like I am right now if you wanted to see my shirt. So sometimes I stamp in my jammies because it's cold and I have fluffy socks on. So I hope you like this. Like I said, it will be available in January. Be watching for my Try It class because that will fill up. It always fills up. Sometimes I offer a second. It just depends on how busy I am once I get the first one done and out, but it will fill up. If you're a member of my team, you get it for free. And if you're a member of my team, you can also order all this ahead. And it just means you get discounts on things all year round, but you do get all my classes, the video tutorials for those for free. And those of you, the January catalog will mail out, I would guess sometime mid to late December. is my guess. If you order from my website and you've ordered more than $50 since June, then you will get one. I will send one of those to you. So that's what I have for you today until I move on to my next video. So everybody have a great one. Bye.